Hello, everyone. So, we have a funny meme, and it's about the United States government and the Guinness World Records. And what if there was a Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government? A lot of governments around the world tell lies, but a lot of people would probably agree that the United States government has told a lot of lies. So many lies that we can remember them and even count them. So I'm from Canada, and I'm the first one to say that the Canadian government also tells a lot of lies. It might be a race to who can win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government. Canada would be a top contender to win the award. Um, the United States government. What other governments around the world lies a lot? Probably, I would say. Well, I don't know if the Russian government tells lies, but I think people tell lies about the Russian government. Yeah, I wouldn't say that the Russian government tells lies. In fact, when I investigated into the truth, I actually noticed that a lot of people tell lies about the Russian government. And it's usually the American government, the United States government, telling lies about the Russian government. So thank you, Russia. Because of your country, the United States is that much closer to winning the Guinness World Book of Records for most lies told by a government. The United States government could win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government. Like I said, I'm from Canada. Maybe we could get like an American one who's like willing to admit that his government lies or her government lies, and an American historian, an American political advisor, an American someone who worked in the White House, an American basically to verify and to count all of the American government's lies. That way, the Guinness World Records could actually make an official award, designation, an official certification to give an award, an official award to give to the United States government the most lies told. The Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government. So, for example, I'm from Canada, but I can remember several lies that the United States government told. And if we could get an American to come, like an American who maybe has a degree in political science, or an American who's an expert on American politics, then they can help us count the lies. So just off the top of my head, I can remember, for example, George Bush lied about the weapons of mass destruction. Um, Donald Trump lied about Stormy Daniels. Uh, Bill Clinton lied about Monica Lewinsky. Hillary Clinton lied about the emails and the Benghazi scandal, and Hillary Clinton lied about the emails and Benghazi. Hillary Clinton also slandered Russia and told lies about Russia and Vladimir Putin. Um, I mean, Elon Musk has told a lot of lies. Like he technically was in the government. He was in the White House so many times and he was on stage with Trump. So will that count as the government's lies? Even though well, I guess Elon Musk, since he's contracted by the United States government, I guess he could be considered part of the government. So we need to ask the Guinness World Records if they will count Elon Musk's lies. Because if Elon Musk's lies will count towards the record for the most lies told by a government, then Elon Musk, you just helped the United States win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government. So, and yeah, so basically, let's see, is there any other lies we can remember? Well, there was a lot of scandals which are tied to the government. So 9/11. the Boston Marathon, um, the the Flint, Michigan scandal, the Anthony Weiner scandal, the the Waco, Texas scandal, the COVID was a big scandal in which a lot of people lied. Dr. Anthony Fauci told lies about COVID. Um, California being on fire, that was a big scandal with the government because something about Gavin Newsom, something about, see, I'm Canadian, so I just read the news a little bit here and there, but something about Gavin Newsom and the government of California, something about that, anyways. So that's why we need to get like Americans to come in to help us count all of the lies told by the United States government. So I don't know if YouTube is going to allow like free speech on YouTube. So if it does, then great. If not, then I guess people will just have to start calling everyone again, like on the phone. Like, hey, what's up, bro? So YouTube wouldn't let me say my free speech because YouTube is controlled by you know who. So I'm just calling you, bro. And I just want to tell you that the United States government could totally win the award for the most lies told by a government. They could win the Guinness World Record. And the United States government could win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government. Isn't that cool, bro? So yeah, if YouTube is not allowing people to have free speech, because I remember there was a period of time when all the social media sites, it was all of them, all the social media sites were like a brick wall. Um, I would have to say YouTube's probably been the best of all of them, but like I said, I remember period of time when it was all of the social media sites was like something was going on. It was as if all the social media site owners got together, were in a big meeting, and they were discussing how much freedom and free speech they were going to give to people who use the internet. So it was like the big convention of social media owners. It was like the the guy who owns, I guess, whatever. So, anyways, it was a big like meeting of the social media people, and they were discussing how much freedom they were going to give to social media users. So if anyone comes in the live stream, then you could help us count the lies told by the United States government. Um, and maybe I can try to get some Russians to come to the live stream. So if I start speaking Russian, then maybe I don't know how YouTube works exactly, but I don't know. Maybe the Russians will somehow, maybe maybe YouTube will promote the video, the live stream to Russians if I start speaking Russian. Maybe, who knows? So, I mean, it's pretty weird, the YouTube recommendations. Like sometimes I get recommendations to watch videos from like 30 years ago at really random times. Like, okay, so one time, right? I swear it was so weird. I bought Taco Bell. That's not the weird thing. But, anyways, I bought Taco Bell because I like the tacos. I like the soft shell tacos. And I had my Taco Bell. And then suddenly YouTube wanted me to like watch this video about like rats, and it was like rats and like rat droppings. It was so weird. And I'm like, I got home, and it wasn't like I had searched Taco Bell or anything. Like I hadn't searched Taco Bell. So I don't know why it would even like, because I know if people search something like search for Taco Bell or whatever, or search for whatever, Canadian Tire, then stuff will come up, right? But I hadn't searched Taco Bell, nothing. And then suddenly I was watching YouTube, and all of this, like it was as if YouTube wanted me to like throw up my food, my dinner, my Taco Bell. YouTube, you don't have to do that. Taco Bell. Anyways, but yeah, it was like YouTube wanted me check out this gross video of this like you know whatever something. I don't like to watch movies either when they're gross. Like, if I have my dinner and I put on a movie in the background, I don't want to see like two college guys barfing, especially on each other. Like why? Like these some of these movies are just gross. Like I don't really watch movies like that anymore. I have a very special interest in movies I like to watch, and they're like movies that are like very science fiction or make you like really well done, beautiful movies, cinematic with a good storyline, and that have a lot of information, uh, maybe some espionage, some secrets and stuff. So cool stuff. I like to watch cool movies that have a good story, that make you think about life, that have like science and technology and innovation and stuff. Movies like that. I don't like to watch movies like with, you know, college college guys who are like throwing up and they're drinking beer and like throwing beer bottles at each other and then they're playing beer pong and then they start throwing up and it's like spring break and all that stuff. But just imagine those college guys that have been throwing up for years, one day they will get a job in the United States government. And the next time there's a scandal, they will be there. The next time the United States government needs people to cover up something, those college guys who drink too much and barf all over each other, they will be the ones in charge of covering up the scandal. It will be there. It would be them. It will be them in charge. I don't know what I was about to say there. What was I about to, what was the sentence that was going to come out? I'm not sure. Anyways, it would be them. It will be they. It will be they. It will be them. So what do you guys think? You think the United States government could win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government? If you've come from a country like, for example, Canada or Russia or China, oh, China, hey, now that I think about it, if you come from one of those, any country, and you think that your country could actually win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government, then state which country you're from and why you think your country, your government tells the most lies, and which government and which country that is. I'm surprised there's not a lot of Canadians coming in to like I would so expect like I honestly predicted and expected Canadians to come into the live stream and then start bad mouthing the United States. I was totally expecting Canadians to come in to the live stream and then start um, uh, throwing the United States government under the bus. You probably thought I was going to say that you were expecting so many Canadians to come into the live stream and throw the Chinese government, the Chinese government, I have to say, I think that maybe they do tell a lot of lies, but they're good at covering it up, you know? The Chinese government, they are good at covering up the lies. Because it's like, when someone has a trial in China, when someone goes to China, right? And they goes to prison in China, right? Their trials are like they're not really fair trials, you know? They're not fair at all. It's like uh you know, the person who's being charged in China, it's like imagine they go and they have to keep a straight face, right? And then they're like they start laughing in court, and that's probably like That's probably like a jail sentence. It's like how are you supposed to know all the laws in China, right? It's like you start laughing in court, and that's a finable offense. He started to laugh in court. Did y'all okay, you know why I'm saying this? Because a few days ago, right? Did y'all see the video that was circulating about the North Korean president? Something about he saw someone yawning in the audience, right? So that one made me think of uh dictators. That what made me think of communism. That's what made me think of communism. And when you think of communism, you think of communist China. And yeah, so it's like you're in court, right? And they have all these laws meant to confuse you, or that you didn't even know was a law. Like there's probably chewing gum. If you're chewing gum in court, you probably get like 2 years in Chinese prison. They'll find any way to put you in prison, right? So yeah, China, communist China. But I mean, I have to say, like I said, communist China probably tells a lot of lies, but they're really good at covering it up. So really, the United States, like the United States is, or maybe the United States also is good at covering up lies, but the United States just told so many lies that they couldn't cover up all the lies. So whichever way you think about it, the United States, so. So yeah, if you want to nominate a country that you think could win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by the government, then go ahead, put in your nominations. I'm expecting to see six countries in particular. I'm expecting to see the United States to be nominated. I'm expecting to see Canada to be defended and lied about, because Canada is probably the most corrupt. I'm expecting to see Russia come in because the Americans like to badmouth Russia. So I'm expecting to see Russia to be nominated. But in all truth, the real people who would actually could actually qualify to win the Guinness World Record for most lies told by a government is probably the United States, Canada. Russia will be nominated by the United States, which is another lie. Russia, the United States will nominate Russia and accuse Russia of being the government that tells the most lies, but that in itself will be a lie, and then the United States will be one lie closer to winning the Guinness World Record of most lies told by a government. So yeah, six countries I'm expected to see get nominated: the United States, Canada, Russia, China, communist China, and Germany, and France. Especially with what have to happen with Macron, Emmanuel Macron, and Brigitte Macron, right? Did you see what happened just now? They were on a flight on an airplane, and then something happened, and Brigitte Macron, she got into like an argument, like a physical argument. Brigitte Macron, uh, the wife of Emmanuel Macron, they got in an argument on the plane in France or whatever, and then they got into a physical argument, and the video is circulating on YouTube right now. Yeah, the video is circulating on YouTube. So, Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, got into a physical altercation with his wife. The president of France, Emmanuel Macron, got into a physical altercation with his wife, and the video is circulating on YouTube right now. So, anyways, it doesn't look like anyone's coming to. Oh no, people did come to the live stream, but I didn't see any comments. So I did notice people coming in and out of the live stream, popping in and out, but I didn't notice anyone make any comments. So I'm probably gonna end the live stream soon. But thank you for coming, and yeah.